bulk day 17, and boy, I'm just getting more excited. Today I woke up at 188, and there's only, I think now it's 1 week left of 3,300 calories. It's 1 week or 6 days, but I'm getting very excited to raise my calories because now that I'm starting to see strength and my pumps look bigger and I just look bigger in general, it is making me excited on a whole different level to raise my calories even more. I'll tell you guys what I am doing essentially. I'm doing a cut and a bulk. So basically I plan to bulk, put on as much muscle, as little fat as possible, and then cut. So the bulk will be about, I would say, 3 or 4 months. The cut would be 2 months, and then cycle repeats. My plan in this process, it's supposed to work like this. Next bulk, I get heavier than I am this bulk. At the end of this bulk, I'm heavier by the next one. And then by that next cut, I'm heavier than I am when I cut down after this bulk. So for example, say if this bulk I get to 205 pounds. And then when I go on my cut after this bulk, I will get down to, let's say, 195 maybe. So then the next bulk, I want to be able to bulk up to, let's say next bulk I want to bulk up to 215, 220, and then the next cut I will cut down to 195 or 200. So right there in itself, that's proof that I'm putting on muscle in this cut and bulk. And so far that has happened because 2 cuts ago, I got down to 170. And then after that, I went on a extreme bulk. I got a little bit too fat, but I put on a good amount of muscle. And then I cut my calories down as much as I did the previous cut, slightly more. And then after that bulk, I got down to 184 on the next cut. But the only thing is that cut was about 1.5 years after my first cut ever. So I wasn't being consistent with the cut and bulk. And also you have to realize the thing is that when a person puts on more muscle, the more food they could eat, meaning that their calorie intake can be higher on a maintaining level, on any level. So for example, today my maintaining calories are, I would say, 3,200 to 3,300. I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's around that range. Before, my maintenance calories were 2,600, 2,500. So as a person puts on more muscle, the faster the metabolism comes and the more food they could eat. So that is also why it's very important to have muscle on your frame. There's a lot more benefits that I'm not gonna get into, but yeah, so that is my whole plan with this cut and bulk. And some people might say, why don't I just do a maintain, a maintain? And that does make sense too, because I was thinking about doing a main gain before I went on this bulk, but I feel that the more food I eat, I can put on even more muscle. And then after that bulk, I actually like the process of cutting down and looking shredded. So that is also why. And I feel like in the long run, maybe I'm wrong, but I can put on more size, more strength, more muscle by doing a cut and a bulk than just constantly main gaining. I mean, eventually, once I get to my desired weight and my desired size that I want to look for the rest of my life, I will be on a main gain. So eventually that is the plan. Yeah, that's a little bit of what my plan is for these upcoming years. Yeah, we'll get into the leg day yesterday. I went to the gym with having about 2,600 calories in me. I think about close to 300 grams of carbs, which is beautiful. I definitely felt great in the gym. So I started with hamstrings first. Now, I said in the last leg day how I didn't get to do my hamstrings very much. I was only able to do 4 sets. So this was going to be a hamstring focused leg day, and that's exactly what it was. So what I did was I started with lying leg curls on this one machine that I like. I did my warm-ups first, warmed up into the desired weight that I felt comfortable, and then I started my first set. Now, on my first set, I noticed it was a little bit too light, so then I went up in weight and I wasn't able to get too many reps, so I did a drop set. But I ended up staying here for, I think, 3 sets, and then I moved on to seated leg curls. Now, with the seated leg curl, this machine I actually really like. So I did 2 warm-ups, one with a plate, then a plate and a 25, just to kind of get used to the weight on my legs. So the first set I did 2 plates. I noticed it was a little bit too light, and then I put on 2 plates at a 25, and there with the 2 plates at a 25, I ended up getting, I think, 12 or 11 reps, and then I drop setted it to 2 plates. And then right away, after failing at the 2 plates, I drop setted it to 1 plate. Yeah, so I stayed at this. This was actually feeling very, very good on my hamstrings. I stayed there for also 3 sets. And then I went to a different lying leg curl right behind me. This lying leg curl, I don't love this one because it kind of, when I go down and I put my legs straight down when I'm coming down from that curl, I get like a pulling, some kind of pulling sensation in my groin area, which I don't really like. Try not to go all the way down because of that. I went very light here for that reason. I only ended up staying here for about 2 sets. I didn't love this one. Normally I don't. I just wanted to switch up the machines a little bit. I went to finish off my hamstrings with single leg hamstring curls. I really, really, really like this machine. I use it a lot whenever I can work out at this gym for leg day. Yeah, but with this machine, it's not about the weight at all for me. It's about I go very light and I get that nice squeeze. Now I start with my left leg and I go to failure with my desired weight, but then once I fail, I always do drop sets, so I just lower it a little bit more, and then I count the number of reps I get for the drop set and then match it for the stronger leg. The reason why I didn't do my 5x5 for this workout was because this was my last hamstring workout for the day, so I just wanted to burn them out. I didn't care how fatigued they got. And yeah, that's exactly what I did. I ended up doing 3 more sets included with drop sets, and that finished off my hamstrings. Now, next was quads. I normally never do hamstrings first and then quads after, but I guess last bulk, I never really tried that, to do hamstrings first and then quads after, because I felt absolutely fine. I took about 5 minutes to warm up my quads a little bit, and I felt fine. Also, when my hamstring workout was almost over, I did supplement a natural caffeine pill just to get me back into focus mode, because I did go pretty hard with hamstrings, and that's what I thought would happen. I thought that I would have no energy to do quads at all, and then I would just be dreading it, but I actually felt very good. I don't know if that was due to the caffeine. I'm sure it did help a little bit, but I just felt really good. What I started with was leg extensions. I did my leg extensions also as a warm-up, just to get my knees warmed up before squatting. And I did 2 leg extensions. I did 2 sets of leg extensions, both to failure. First set, not too heavy, decent weight work. I think I got like 16 reps, but then I raised the weight for the second one and I was only able to get, I think, 12 reps. I didn't want to completely obliterate my quads yet. I just wanted to kind of get it warmed up, used to the tension on my knees. And after that, I went into Smith machine squats. Now, I didn't go crazy heavy. I just went 2 plates, and these felt actually very good. Before going into them, I was nervous that I wouldn't have the energy to squat, and I really wouldn't be pushing it, but I did push these squats pretty hard. Not gonna lie, not as hard as I did with the leg press. That is also just due to because I'm not used to doing hamstrings first. And I just feel like I definitely could have pushed myself a little bit harder with these squats. I didn't go to failure per se. I might have went 1 under failure for the first one, but the next 2 sets, I actually did 4 sets, but the other few sets, I was maybe 2 away from failure. So not great, but still good, hard sets still. And yeah, so I just ended up staying at 2 plates. I like to squat with my feet really close together with a plate underneath my heel to elevate my heels. That focuses more on my quads for me. That's how I feel it in my quads more. And yeah, same thing as I always said, make sure my knees come over my toes when I'm going down. The Smith machine squat felt really, really good on this leg day yesterday. I stayed there for 4 sets. My quads felt pretty fatigued at that point. Also keep in mind, I did a lot of pressing last leg day. After those nice set of squats, I went in to finish off with some more leg extensions. Now I just kept the weight very, very light here just for that nice squeeze and burn at the top. The first 2 sets, I kept the weight the same. and then I lowered it for the third set, and then for the fourth one I went pretty light, but I also included a drop set, really just to get that final squeeze, that extra squeeze in my quads, to get all the blood in as much as possible. Now at that point I thought my quads were finished off, and I went to show you my quad pump. This lighting was pretty good, but I'm gonna try to get into that other room as much as possible. My quads, I feel like they were looking good. I show you guys a few different poses, a few different stances. And after showing you guys my leg pump, I went on to do my abs. I really pushed my abs yesterday. I didn't do it too much of a heavy weight, but I did that same workout, crunches with the ropes. And I think I ended up doing about 7 sets, and it felt really, really good. I got a nice squeeze. Now, it kind of makes me think, because I didn't really go heavy yesterday, because on the set of cables, the maximum amount of weight wasn't that heavy. But I actually felt a different kind of burn than I normally do, because normally I like to go heavy on those crunches, but I might start switching it up, and I will record them more often, because I know that not everybody sees all my videos. The crunches with the ropes, those are my go-to ab workout, and my abs were looking pretty decent. I checked the pump after. Now, after that point, I had about 800 calories left. I got to eat, I made like a salad with red wine vinegar, 0 calories, the romaine lettuce. I didn't even track those calories because it's very minimal. About 2 servings of ground beef. When I'm at 3,300 calories, I get the 90-10 ground beef. That's 90% lean, 10% fat. Once my calories go up, I also change up my ground beef. I'll go 85-15 maybe. And the reason being because eventually, I'm not gonna want to eat as much as I am right now. Because right now, I have 0 problem eating. I could get down 3,300 calories realistically if I wanted to in 1 meal. So right now, this is no trouble at all. But I know eventually, eating is gonna be hard. It's gonna get harder because that's exactly what happened to me last bulk. Right now, I'm still using 0 carb breads. I'm using 0 sugar barbecue sauce. I'm still using little cheat codes in this diet. PB Fit, you know, low calorie peanut butter, that is. But I know eventually I'm gonna have to replace those with the real foods, like real peanut butter, real bread, real eggs, because sometimes I use egg beaters too. And just thinking about that is making my heart happy. Thinking about raising my calories is making me smile inside. Yeah, it's making me really excited for this bulk to continue. Like I said, I'm going to get somewhere close to 4,000 calories. That is probably my plan. A little bit above that maybe. For now, bulk is looking really good, smooth and consistent. Exactly what I've been predicting. Yeah, we're just gonna continue. The next workout is chest day. So last chest day, I did not get to do shoulders at all. So I'm definitely going to hit my shoulders a lot this chest day. I'm going to probably do 10 sets of side delts and drop sets with all of them. I'm really gonna hit them. We'll go from there. And also my calves, of course. I'm excited for this journey. I appreciate everybody that has been following me so far and watching me go along this journey. I'm just sharing my experience, what I've done in my lifting journey, and with my diet, with my training, the frequency, all of that stuff. And I just want to share it with others to kind of help people out, because I'm just sharing what has worked for me. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody that has been following me, watching me. I will see you guys in the next one.